So I am heading straight into the conference center for the Everything Fiber sale, and I am so excited. As you can see, I got quite a bit of stuff, and I'm sure that you could see that in the bags as I was carrying them back with me. But I am so excited to show you guys this haul because I think this might actually be the biggest haul for yarn / craft supplies that I've ever done in my life. So I've also tried my best to organize everything in baskets depending on yarn texture. I didn't really do it by colors. I just kind of sorted them into baskets that I thought they all kind of fit more in. I'm gonna do the non-yarn supplies first, starting with this beautiful fabrics. So I found this beautiful brown velvet, and I'm actually planning on making something that kind of looks a little medieval with it, a little bit whimsigoth. And I also found this beautiful red velvet, and I kind of want to make an outfit with these two, maybe together, maybe separately. The last fabric I got was this really cool fabric that kind of reminds me a little bit of Blue's Clues, but it just has a bunch of dots on it, and there really isn't much fabric here. It's only a little bit. So I might just make some small projects with this. I think that this would be a really cool design. All right, so the next item is beads, and I found a bunch of these beautiful glass beads, and these ones right here are these beautiful blue, and they are only 50 cents. And that was the case with pretty much all of these beads. They were all under $1, and there was a half vial of beads that she gave to me for free because it wasn't all the way full. I really love the shiny colors in these, and I cannot wait to start embroidering them onto clothes. And as you know, anytime I go into a thrift store or a yard sale type situation, I'm always looking for the same pattern, which is this one. And I still didn't find it today, but I found something that I think I like almost as much. So I got a bunch of vintage patterns, and I am so excited for them. The first one really does remind me of the Maryland dress in a way, but it isn't, and it really isn't that close. It just is from the same time period, and it is this so beautiful simplicity pattern. This is definitely a vintage, and it has this beautiful circle skirt at the bottom with this lovely old style top, and I honestly cannot wait to make this. And then of course, this very classic 80s Brooke Shields pattern. I really do like this style of tops. As you can see, I like stuff that's like very strappy. I think it's very nice to wear. So I was really happy to find this one, and I really like that usually when they have a blend between the models and the drawn models, I like that they kind of gave her a very similar drawing model. I don't know, I find that really cool. Here's another pattern that I really liked. It is like kind of a wrap dress. And with this pattern, it just kind of gives off very summer coastal vibes. Even though I don't live on the coast, I feel like that's a good thing to embody. So the next one is from the 90s, and when you see the photograph, you will definitely understand it. This one looks so casual, and I don't really wear a lot of casual stuff, so I think this would be like a fun challenge to make something that I like that has this very like 90s casual vibe to it. Final pattern I got today, and all of these patterns were $1 or less, which, except for this one, my favorite one in here was $2, but honestly that is very cheap for something that is so beautiful and so vintage. I still don't know the year for this, and I wish I did. So I just looked this up, and I can't, this is actually from the 50s. This pattern is from 1953. I am so excited. If you guys know anything about me, I love old stuff. Absolutely. This was worth way more than $2. This is priceless to me because now I can have a dress from the 1950s that fits me perfectly. But now that we've covered the beads and the patterns, I have one more non-yarn related item. So I got 2 packs of zippers, and these are dress length zippers because I do plan on making a lot of dresses. And they were only $5 each, so I got a pack of black ones and a pack of multicolor. That way I have a lot to choose from. And I have a feeling these are gonna last me a pretty long time. All right, so the moment that everyone has been waiting for, it is time to start with unboxing and unpackaging all of this beautiful yarn. All right, so we're gonna do this by basket, and we're gonna start off with this lovely first basket, which has a very unique yarn that I have ever seen, and these, but we're gonna start with this first. So this yarn is just one of the strangest I've seen in a very long time. It's 3 tiny skeins, all hanging up like garlic, and they just have 4 or 5 flowers in each of them. It is a collection boutique Tutti Frutti yarn. And this is just so odd to me because they have these little flowers and I don't know what I'm gonna use them for, but I really like it. Next is these Holly Bee yarns, and I do have a few other colors in this, but I just thought green and silver was such an interesting choice for a color combination. You never really see a lime green and silver. You might see like a more Christmassy green and silver, but this just feels so unique to me. And when I went today, I went for unique yarns. And how I got all of this for under 20 is that there was a fill a bag sale, which is what I went for. I was super excited about it because you could fill 2 bags, and the bags are this size. So as you can see, they're pretty big. But you could basically fill 2 of those for $5, which is really unheard of. And honestly, that was like deal of the century right there. But this yarn is super soft, and I was actually thinking about maybe making baby hats out of it, maybe even making a shawl or something. But then again, I have a lot of it, so I can use this for something pretty big if I wanted to. So next I have this really beautiful, and it's called Kuka Yarns Kid Mohair, and it is this beautiful sparkly purple color. I absolutely adore it. I don't know if I would be comfortable making something with just this, but I think adding it in would be such a beautiful just embellishment. So the next basket, I really like to consider this my basket full of baby/sport yarns. These yarns, all of them in here are blends between cotton or bamboo or something along the lines of that. This one is called Bamtastic, and it is a bamboo blend. It is 60% bamboo rayon and it is 40% nylon. And this one is so soft. And I actually have quite a few in this color. So I have this one as well. And this one is not the same one, but it feels almost identical. This one was my favorite yarn of the entire time. It's this beautiful chartreuse color, and it is a blend as well. I'm also super excited about this basket because I got something that is soft linen, and this is my first flax blend yarn. I have never seen any yarns with flax in it before, so this one is really cool, and I really like the peachy color that it is. So before we move on to the next bucket of yarns, I want to show you guys this because I found a few and they don't really fit into any of my themed buckets. So this is called Indie Yarn, and this is also a wool acrylic blend. And the color here is just so rich and vibrant. I really love the greens. It feels foresty, it feels fresh. And I have 4 of these, so I'm planning on doing some sort of poncho or cape with this and making a little gold clasp in the front. I think it would look so beautiful. But I got a lot of fluffy yarns like this, which I really enjoy. I think that this is really awesome and really soft and squishy. I also like these little things in here, which I've tried to crochet with this before and it's very difficult. So what I'm gonna do is probably pair it with this and double strand it, which I will be showing in another video how you can do that easier, but it just makes yarn that's difficult like this easier to manage. Although this one was also in the bins that you could pick from, this one is hand dyed and it is in one of the skeins that leads me to believe that this was made by hand, which I absolutely love. I got a lot of green yarn today. I just felt very gravitated towards the color. I'm not really sure why. So this one isn't hand dyed, but it's giving the same watermelon vibes as the hand dyed one, and it's just as soft. So this yarn is almost a vintage. It's in 2005. And can you believe that? That would be vintage in 2 years. But this is another Yarn Bee yarn, and this is probably the softest yarn I have ever felt in my life. It's so soft. It feels like petting a baby bunny, and it's really weird that it feels this way when it's just an acrylic yarn. I didn't think that they could make them this soft. This is another absolutely gorgeous mohair, and it is a bright pink, which usually you don't see neon pink natural fiber yarns, but this is just gorgeous to me, and I think it would really fit the vibe if I used it to line some sort of Y2K look. Maybe like a mini skirt. I know that's weird to say for crochet, but I feel like a mini skirt would work really good with this. So this yarn is small and it's from Peru, but it is an alpaca and silk blend, and it is very soft. I think I might make something small with this since there just really isn't that much here. These yarns are so much fun to me. I love the color. I love the fluffiness. These just feel like those early 2000s cartoon monsters. Monsters Inc. also comes to mind. And it just feels like a confetti party. I really need this energy of these yarns in my life right now. And on the same theme, I have a few more of these very fluffy cotton candy-esque yarns, and they're all sorts of little pastel colors. I really enjoy this. These are so comfortable, and I'm really gonna have fun with all these yarns, seeing what I can make out of them, because none of them are normal. I don't even think I picked up more than 10 normal pieces of yarn when I went today. But that's kind of the point, because this thing only happens once a year, so I wanted to get kind of the weirdest stuff that I could find. This one's another dyed one, and it is very subtle. It has a little bit of red, and I don't know why these all hand-dyed ones have watermelon vibes. Usually I'm telling you guys in basically this video how soft everything is. This one is rough. It is scratchy, and I still like it though. I know it's hand-dyed, and I know that it is a natural material, but it just has character to it. When you feel it, it feels like a storybook come to life. And then the last yarn of this bucket is a super thin yarn, and it's this very nice blue ombre color. I think if I were to use this, I would have to use a very, very small hook, but it would be a beautiful payoff in the end. These ribbon-esque yarns are some of my favorite types. They're not really too practical, but I mean, I'm sure you can see why. They've got these little fishnet type things in some of them. Some of them are just straight up ribbons, and it's kind of hard to make anything that's like clothing and they're not small, but that's exactly why I like them. But the best part about all of these yarns is I actually got some matching pairs. So I can make something absolutely huge with this. And I have a matching pair in this beautiful fuchsia color, which I absolutely adore this color, and I also really like that it also has this fishnet look. I just find this so interesting. Some other colors of this yarn I have include this one that's called Embers, which I think is very appropriate. I have this pink yarn, some different red yarn, a few purples, and a green. And with that, our yarn haul comes to a halt. That was all of the yarn that I got today, and I really enjoyed going to the fiber sale. I loved seeing all of the tools and just all of the fiber artists there. I think they had a lot to teach me, and I got to have a lot of really nice conversations with them. It was very, very nice. I really hope that you enjoyed opening all of these with me today and just kind of seeing everything that I was able to get. I'm going to have so much fun with the challenge of how to use all of these and what ways I can use them so all of their textures, colors, and materials just really shine and let them be the most beautiful that they can be. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every watch, every like, subscribe, comment, and I love being able to answer your questions and comments when I get them, and I love just being able to interact with you guys because I feel like we're building such a wonderful community, and your support allows me to keep going. So thank you. And until next time, happy making. All right, bye guys.